Hello YouTube, I'm MCGo101. In today's video, we're going to be doing some maintenance to this Acura ILX. This particular one does have a K24 Z7 engine in it, and today we're going to be changing out the spark plugs. So this is a pretty simple job, but just in case you've never done it before or unfamiliar, just going to do a quick, easy how-to walkthrough. This process should be the same for almost all K24s, including some K20s. The process will be very similar. So we'll show you what you're going to need. So over here, you're going to need at least a bare minimum, a 1/4-inch ratchet with a 10mm socket. For the spark plugs, I'm using a 3/8 ratchet with an extension. And then the spark plug socket is a 5/8. Now in my circumstance, my rubber piece that grips the spark plug is missing on my socket, so I'm just going to use a magnet to fish the spark plugs out. Now to speed up the process, I am just going to use this electric wrench. Should speed things up. And then other than that, you need to make sure you get the correct spark plugs. So for my model, see if I can focus that, it is a ILZK R7B11S or NGK 5787. Just verify your exact gear, model, and be absolutely sure you get the right ones. And something else I want to note is there is unfortunately a lot of fake products out there. So this is an official NGK product. I did actually get this from Rock Auto. But be very aware that even Amazon sometimes, not always, but does sell fake stuff. So just do your due diligence, get from a reputable source. Okay, without further ado, let's crack this open. So, just to speed things up, we're going to have to remove this black cover. So with our 10mm, we will zip these out. Two, three, and four. So we'll carefully lift that off and away. Put that to the side. Now underneath, you'll see your actual coil on plug system. See if you can see that okay. Move it over a bit. So securing the coil on plug, there is also another 10mm for each coil. We'll go ahead and remove those. One, two, three, and four. Put that to the side. So you can, if you'd like, remove the electric power to your coil. Once you remove that little clip, the coil will pop right out. Sometimes you got to wiggle that coil, and then you can disconnect. Three, and last but not least, four. So we are now ready to get our spark plugs out. We'll start with the far cylinder here. I'm just going to loosen them to start, and then I'll use my electric wrench to zip them out quicker. Now this is best done on a cold engine. I did just take this for a spin, so I'm just going to be extra careful not to over tighten. All right. And now that the spark plugs are loosened, we will unscrew them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'll use my magnet, making sure it's good and clean, to just carefully fish out the spark plugs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring these over to the bench. We'll do a quick inspection. So, while you're doing a quick service like this, it never hurts to inspect the spark plugs. So what you're looking for is any oil deposits, burning, high-speed glazing. This one does look fairly normal. So nothing to be too worried about here. Just looks like normal wear and tear. Now these particular ones that come out are Denso, but nothing out of the ordinary. Now, I went with NGK. It is OEM recommended, right as per the service manual. And the new NGKs, they do come pre-gapped. So normally what I would do is just put a spark plug feeler gauge in there to check it. But because they're pre-gapped, I'm not even going to worry. We're going to drop them in as is. So, process is basically the same. So we're going to very gently, try not to drop it in too hard. Gently drop that in. And then we'll take our wrench, holding the extension straight so it screws in nice and straight. They got long threads on them. Holy. Can also just spin it in by hand this way. Now, so torque spec for these is 13 foot-pounds, so that's really not a lot. So once you have it just barely tightened, I like to give it maybe a quarter turn, and that's it. Then same as the other one, gently lower that in. Get our extension with our spark plug socket, and I'll just thread it in by hand. And once you get it snug, we're going to do another quarter turn. Again, they don't have to be super tight at all. You just want to make sure they're snug. And same as before, gently drop that in. So the only reason I was doing this is just preventative maintenance. Vehicle is relatively new to me, so I like to ensure the basic things are done. Air filter, spark plugs, brakes, that kind of stuff. I will comment and say my local box store was selling these spark plugs, but they were over $20 a piece. Now, I'm not sponsored by Rock Auto, but I was able to get them for $10 plus tax at Rock Auto. And last but not least, carefully drop that in. Also, when installing new plugs, you could put a little dot of anti-seize on the spark plug threads. I unfortunately have ran out, so I'm just going to skip that for now. So snug, get a wrench on it, and maybe a quarter turn. That's it. Then we can drop our coils back in, making sure to plug them in as you go. And the last one. So we do not want to forget our coil retaining bolts. And just to speed things up, I will use my electric, being careful not to over tighten them. They do not have to be tight. Snug is acceptable. Then we can go ahead and reinstall our cover. And again, we just want to snug them down. And that is that. All right, so we'll do a quick start. All right, folks, and that is that. So hopefully this helps somebody. Quick basic maintenance that almost anybody can do with some basic hand tools. Like I said, hopefully this helps somebody. If you liked the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.